In the military, there's a saying, there's 80% boredom, 20% amazing action. That's us, right? We get that call at 1 o'clock in the morning, you're 100 miles an hour until you stabilize that building. But then it comes down to the grind, the paperwork, the documentation. It's that intensity for a short period of time, but then also getting through the grind of getting it done right.
Military experience helps you learn a lot about yourself. You're going to face hardships and challenges throughout your entire life. In the military, they help you understand how you respond to hardships and challenges. It teaches you how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Especially in this restoration industry, every time you walk into a house, it's a different scenario, and you never know what you're going to walk into.
House floods, you're going to be the first person there on site to, one, dry it up and take out all the damaged materials to help these people, the first step in restoring their homes and their lives.
Probably the biggest investment that person made buying the house. And suddenly, boom, a broken pipe. They don't know if they're gonna be able to stay in the house. They have to get a hotel. So all that problem is a big stress factor on them, because you help them in the worst time ever.
Having a disaster in your home is nothing that's fun or enjoyable whatsoever. And the most part, people are having a horrible day to begin with, so to be able to be the first one there to say, hey, we're here to help you out, is a great feeling to have.
When I decided to join the military, there was an image that I'd grown up seeing. It was for the Army National Guard, and it was a soldier rappelling from a helicopter over a body of water. It looked like perhaps there was a hurricane, and he was holding a child in his arms, so he was like rescuing her from the water. And that's, sorry. That image is also what I see reflected with PuroClean, is that we come in the worst day of someone's life, and we're there and we rescue them, we hold their hand, we walk with them through the chaos, and we make them whole. That's why we went into the restoration industry, and that's what I love so much about what we do.
You know, as a vet, you know, you tend to make a plan, make a deliberate decision, and then violently execute, as they would say. And that's where I think a veteran and their ability to recognize initiative and take the initiative on given problem sets and realizing that that's just a start. That's a good training start.
When I was in recruiting, I'm the station commander, but my station covers 3,000 square miles. I can't walk in the next room and talk to my first sergeant, so I have to have the autonomy to be able to make decisions, which I feel like from a PuroClean's standpoint, that helped me very, very well. As you go through the ranks of the military, as you gain more knowledge, more responsibility, being in charge of people, having to give briefings, having to tell people what to do and hold them responsible, and you just kind of become more natural.
My goal also is to make a significant impact with others, whether it be my teammates or out in the community. What PuroClean's brought to me is the ability to impact others.
You being the owner, you've got to be the one that pushes everybody to make sure that the team succeeds and make sure that they succeed and that the customer at the end of the day is taken care of. Where the customer in the military is the mission.
Things I learned in the military, I still do today. I wake up at 4:30 every morning. I understand chain of command. I understand discipline.
I don't get overwhelmed. I don't show stress. I control my emotions, and that's really important. People's lives are depending on you. You got to stay under control. So I think the military kind of helped out a lot for that.
You have to understand something. A sergeant in the military, he has people's lives in his hands.
When you're in the service, you're there for your brothers. You're there for your sisters. That's what you're there for. Everything that I do impacts the person next to me. In our business, it's the same way. Everything that we do impacts each other.
Just the camaraderie that PuroClean brings to the table, you know, it really is like a brotherhood, a very common element that you get in the armed service.
If you run your business like you run the military, you're gonna have a very professional team that will go and do the job and will take care of the customer correctly.
You take the best tools that you get from the military, I think you can transition easily into running any type of business, any type of industry. Attention to details, the structure, just setting up, communication and all that. That foundation, that's in the military.
Because we have that culture of leadership, that culture of, servant leadership. It's not easy to go sign up when you're 18, 19 years old and say, I'm willing to die for something, right? That takes a special person, and I think being a veteran and being surrounded by veterans, it's something that we really hold to heart here at PuroClean.
I wanted to help people. I wanted to be there. I wanted to serve. I wanted to make a difference.